everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Kat. Today I want to talk about how consulting firms can support you to achieve your professional development goals. There are just different areas for improvements for different individuals. People might have different preference on either taking a class, having an individual coach, or going for conferences, looking for different opportunities for their professional goals. Today I want to talk about one of those options, and it is very popular, is online classes. And there are just so many online platforms and courses out there. How do you choose them, right? There are open sources like Coursera, but there are also, classes offered by universities that are well known for their business schools. So in this video, I want to share my experience on taking one of those HBS online classes. And this is supported by my company, which is a consulting company. So I will share in this video what kind of class I take and how do you register, apply, and select the classes that you like, and what type of support to the HBS community help you, and finally what I've learned from this process. Hopefully this video can help you if you are also interested in, improve yourself through those online platforms and HBS particularly in this case. And if you're interested in such contents, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I'll post more content regarding consulting and alternative career options for advanced degree holders. So without further ado, let's get started. So if you've been watching my videos, I'm now a healthcare strategy consultant and I got my PhD early last year. So with my academic background, I personally really want to gain more skills or knowledge just in the finance world, right? Because, I don't have an MBA, I didn't really major or minor any finance classes in college. So, just to improve my financial knowledge. So I do want to take some classes to just enrich that portfolio of my professional background. And with that in mind, because my company does have a lot of support when you're trying to improve yourself. So I've also heard my colleague who want to actually improve his confidence and presentation skills. He has a, those one-on-one coach every week to help him, just to present better. And in my case, my mentor in the company said, you're pretty good at this. Maybe if you really want to improve your finance knowledge, we do have this kind of options, meaning the online classes. And because my company is based in Boston and we have a lot of Harvard graduates, they do recommend HBS Online as an option for, just gaining more knowledge there. So after that discussion, I chose the class Leading with Finance for the professional development. So a quick background before I demo how you apply and how you just choose classes. I did a whole program which lasted about 6 weeks last September. So it started end of September and then wrapped up mid-November-ish. And it took me maybe 40 hours in total for the class because there's class material including reading and videos. If you've ever taken those Coursera classes, it's very similar, right? So you have a video and then you have reading materials. You have little quizzes after each module. So it's very similar pace or organization of the material. It just, from HBS and then, brand recognition is definitely a thing, but also I feel like the content, at least within that Leading with Finance class, I found it's really interesting. So I would recommend it. And, before I started the whole class, it was really a mystery, right? Like you have this I've taken other Coursera classes as part of my professional development before as well. And that happened a little bit earlier last year. But it was a little bit basic, I would say. I took writing classes and it's business writing classes. But then I'm like, it's really not that interesting. But this Leading with Finance class was quite engaging. It was interesting case examples. And I think HBS is really famous for its case studies. And I think that they really leverage that key advantage of the HBS class and moved to the online platform, and I really like that. I can walk you through and orient you on what to expect on the class and how to pick those classes, just how to navigate the HBS online platform. And then I also would do a little demo on how to apply and what to expect after the class. But for the class itself, I can't really review much detail for it, but I will share a little bit, my takeaway after I do the demo. Okay, so let's do the demo.
So if you first go to Harvard Business School Online, as you see on the left here, they have several different courses. If you just toggle through top menu, you can see a lot of information there, but the most important thing is this courses, and as you can see, they have a lot of courses here. The one I took is under finance and accounting, leading with finance, but there are different kind of classes here, and the main page of the courses is actually showing you all different kind of courses that you can take, and as you can see, you kind of apply a few weeks before the course started. The price range from $1,750 to $2,500. So this class is kind of, if you YouTube or Google it, people say it's a little mini MBA. Well, everybody has their own opinions, but if you want to take that, that's an option. It includes 3 different classes: business and analytics, economics for managers, financial accounting, plus the final exam. So make sure that you can take that exam before you apply. So as you can see, for example, this one, they have the 10-week option or the 17-week option, start at different dates. And then this is estimate they give to you, what kind of, how long it takes, how many hours it takes, as well as how many exams you would have. If you scroll down, I think the key is to really make sure that you know what's in the syllabus, right? And then you can either download the full syllabus in PDFs, which showed you just what's in each courses, individual modules, as well as potential takeaway for each. And for this core class, the most important thing is this final exam, as I mentioned, 3-hour multiple choice, close the book assessments, and it is via the online course platform. But it's pretty much like if you have taken an online exam in college or any of the grad schools, it is pretty rigorous that you can't really cheat there. So make sure you can do that before enrolling into this class. But if we go back to the main page, there are different options. You can do this little mini one, or you can do individual class, right? So as you can see, all the individual class kind of share similar price and similar length-ish. So as I said, I did this course. As you can see here, it is a course to help you, really understand the basic financial terms and hopefully to educate you on financial markets, and later on, if you're at manager or senior positions, understand what could be going on behind the scenes. I like this professor who pretty much taught through the whole class. It shows you who will benefit this, early or mid-career professionals, and it's tailored for finance or investment professionals. As a junior CTL, I do think, I'm pretty much fit into all of these buckets. So for this year, they do have 3 times that they will launch this program. I did last September. I'm sure, later this year, they're going to announce other time options. But right now, you can see the availability right here. You can basically, let's say now you want to enroll this January class, you can just hit apply now. My dashboard might look different because I've had one class. So as you can see, when I'm already done with one class, I'm automatically eligible to enroll another one. But for you, that will not be the case. So you will not see this. As you can see, my past courses, I have done this leading with finance, started end of September, and this program has ended. But let's say if I want to start a new class, any of those, I can automatically enroll. That just means I do not have to submit an application. Regarding the application, I think it's also very straightforward. Let's say if we want to apply this 3-course core program, and here's the core application. As you see, you kind of select your cohort and just answer all these questions, right? I kind of just chose a start date, and then you kind of just fill your education, employment. This requires a personal essay. I don't think other individual classes that I did require that. But pretty much that's all you need, and you hit submit, and that's your application. Another thing I want to share with you is after you complete a course, you automatically kind of join this HBS online community. There are people who maybe have taken the same class with you or have taken other classes, and you can kind of build your network there. It's kind of mimicking the on the campus networking events, but just making it online. I thought it would be a great opportunity for people who would like to make connection with each other just via this platform. So you can join any of those events, and HBS Online would email you on those news as well. So if you're interested, definitely follow that.
So I hope that demo is helpful, because when you have so many courses to choose from, it's a little bit overwhelming. But I think, at least from my limited experience, the classes are really worth your time and the money if, you either want the self-improvement, pay out of pocket, or if you have some credits for a company that you want to improve yourself, I think this is a great choice. It's not just in consulting, right? Like I have a friend who works in biotech, and he was asking me recently, what would you recommend for professional development credits? I think he also has about like $1,000 in credits, so he want to spend it somewhere. He can use it to buy books, but I also recommend, based on my experience, I found those, classes are really interesting, so I also recommend it to him. So, this is the syllabus that I had back then before I started class. And you can see, every week there's a deadline, right? So each module would release after you finish the last one. So you really want to make sure you finish all the exams after each module. The exams are quite easy. It's like a few questions, let's say 10 or 12 questions. They can be multiple choices. They can be also, little kind of text-based question, like what do you think about this, right? So as I said, the total class took me about 40 hours, including taking the exam. So please make sure that you finish every module on time, and towards the end, after 6 weeks, basically you have like a final kind of exam, but that was like also very simple. It's not like any final the one that core requires. And on top of that, there's also kind of like a case study. It's called like capstone analysis, and I really enjoyed that as well, because the case study again is really the strength of HBS, and it really can kind of make you engage into what you've learned throughout the course. So I thought that's also interesting. So as long as you finish that, and you will see the progress bar reach 100%, that's a good indicator that you complete the class. Then it will take up to like a month. It took about a month for me, so it would, let's say, take a month for like professors or whoever in that class review your material, and then after that they will email you saying, congratulations. You completed this class and here's your certificate, okay? And I recently received that. I kind of framed it, just put it in my room. It's kind of like a little accomplishment you did, so that makes you feel good to start a new year. So I really enjoyed it. Really, my takeaway from this class is, first of all, you really learn the key concept of finance. It's different for accounting. And at least for me, with a person purely just have the academic background, that really helped me understand how the finance works, how financial markets works, who are the key players within these markets. So I think that would indirectly help me to understand the projects in consulting, right? Of course, granted, it is not healthcare oriented again, it's really just finance in general, but still, healthcare is just one type of market, right? So the whole concept of finance could still be applied in healthcare markets. Another reason why I would recommend this class is it's really interesting. Again, I personally really like the case studies, and I feel like other classes I've taken, it's less of a case study per se, right? It's more like giving you the concepts, maybe some case studies, but it's not like a huge case study across that you can leverage across different concepts and really help you to consolidate what you've learned. And I think HBS really, with their decades of experience on doing so, applied it pretty well on the online classes. Another reason I want to recommend this is it's adds on your resume, right? If you're an applicant that you want to join consulting, join finance related jobs, but you have pure academic backgrounds, such classes can strengthen your resume, showing the interviewers that you have some basic financial knowledge and you can potentially apply the learnings in your future job, no matter it's consulting or other, business related jobs. And lastly, the reason why I would recommend this is really, this helps me to understand that finance is a type of investigation as well, just like consulting, just like academic research, it is just a different way of presenting. So in finance, it could be a table of numbers, right? It can be the accounting balance sheet, it can be the company financials. It's a table of numbers. It sounds boring, but it's just like the scientific data, right? It is a bunch of data, but you want to make a story out of it, right? So you want to understand why is this number in this category, but not the other number? What does this data mean? And what's the story behind those data? So I found it really interesting. It's like being a detective, really solving those questions. And just like in consulting, we have some data, we have a key question, and how do we answer that question, right? So it's very similar if you think about it across different industries. And I think this class really taught me that finance can also be fun, and it is also interesting if you're willing to learn. I hope this video helps you to, find a class of your own in the future if you're interested in, and help you navigate through the process and your expectation from this class. If you like this video, please thumb up and subscribe to my channel, because I'll provide more such content regarding professional developments or just consulting if you're interested in that industry. Please don't forget to turn on the notifications so you'll be notified the moment when I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.